What do you do when the client says, "Uy, dude, chong, bro, pare, send mo na lang sa akin yung proposal." And I think makaka-relate kayo sa video na to. Heartbreaking, isn't it? Parang, really heartbreaking. But you know what? That's the reality. Yan yung nangyayari currently sa mga sales professionals natin na nakakatanggap ng ganitong scenario. And that's why yun yung pag-uusapan natin in this episode. So lights, camera. Alright, so ayun na nga. Welcome back to our productions. Kung bago ka dito or naligaw ka sa channel natin, and I call it Productions. My name is Direct Glenn at tumutulong ako sa mga sales professionals, kagaya niyo, to become strategic in terms of connecting with their clients. Kaya ang pag-uusapan nga natin today, commonly, ito madalas ko nakukuha to when I was doing sales. Just send me the proposal. Pwede yan, "Uy pre, send mo na lang. Text-text na lang tayo. Basahin ko na lang. Tapos balikan kita." Right? Yung balikan kita, wala na yun. Ano, parang, eto na, 2,000 years later. Wala pa din. Walang nangyayari. Pero, because we are so consumed by the idea na kailangan padalhan ko agad tong client na to. Kailangan mag-yes agad ako sa client na to. Sige, I'll be the fastest guy to send a proposal. Para may makita na lang yung sense of urgency, right? And there's nothing wrong with it. Pero I'd like to just step back and ask my audience a question. For women, what would you feel kung nakatanggap kayo ng ganitong message? And for men, would you even make this kind of message? Let's try and see. To whom it may concern, mahal kita, Pepito. Alright? Aba, para sa akin, Pepito Manaloto? Yeah. I would say yes, no? But I'll answer it for you. Cringe, number one. Why? I mean, for women, hold on a sec, you don't even know me, I don't even know you, so why are you sending me this? Right? Pangalawa, it's not even addressed to me. Kumbaga parang sa tanong ko nga sa mga kalalakihan, would you even do this? Like, talagang sobrang desperate, sending out messages randomly, hinulog sa mailbox doon sa condo, no? Sa PO box nila, hulog to whom it may concern. Pag may sumagot, pag sumagot ka, akin ka. Yan ang sabi nila. But then again, it's just kind of crazy to do so. Ganun din ang nafe-feel ng mga kliyente natin. If we just blindly send out proposals to our clients. And that's why I'm thinking, baka pwede ko kayong tulungan in terms of qualifying who's ready and who's not in terms of your prospect. Baka din kasi dun tayo mas nagfo-focus ng sobrang laking oras sa mga prospects na hindi pala ready. Kaya ang nasagot nila sa atin palagi, just please send me the proposal. Alright? So number one, let's take a look. Sabi nila, everybody is your prospect, di ba? I would agree. But sabi nga kanina, there are customers or clients, prospects na ready at hindi pa. Number one, you always have to zoom in. Teka lang, itong i-message ko ba, itong tatawagan o i-email kong client, may problema ba yan na pwede kong solusyonan? A solution is your product or your service. Paano nga ba tayo makakatulong? Ba? We've talked about it numerous times na. has a problem na pwede niyong tulungan. Kung wala, well, again, the client is not gonna be ready to buy. The client can listen in to your presentation, pero hanggang doon na lang muna yun. Kasi nga, they don't see the value of it. Right? Secondly, absolutely. Dapat yung kaya yung service nyo. Don't get me wrong, no? We have to help I mean, people around us. Hindi tayo dapat namimili. But what I'm saying is, mas bigyan nyo ng panahon yung mga clients or prospects na that can afford your service. Right? It's subjective din kasi talaga naman yan eh. Malay nyo, yung marami rin namang ipon, di ba? What I'm saying is, para hindi tayo nauunahan. May mga ganun kasing cases na minessage mo, sadly, dapat na-message mo ko last week kasi kakakuha ko lang na ganitong kind of service. Di ba? Parang, bakit? Kasi nga, you kept on chasing doon sa wrong prospects. Right? Number 3, has a timeline of needs. 90% of your clients does not have one, but a great salesman knows how to create that needs. Knows how to create a sense of urgency. And ito, madali na yan. Kayang-kaya na yan. Matututunan niyo yan sa productions natin, sa mga episodes na i-upload natin. And lastly, and this is my favorite, desire to work with you. Hindi pwedeng tayo lang ng tayo. The client needs to help you in order for us to create a sound plan, a sound suggestion or advice. I want you to capture this moment. Take a screenshot if you may or write it down. Ito, kunyari, si Pedro. Si Pedro ba, may check ako dito sa number 1, number 2. Kahit dalawa lang dyan okay na qualified na yun. I think, ready client na yan. Especially kung yung dulo lang, gusto ko rin naman niyang katrabaho at may timeline naman sa needs na. So, madali na yung second and the first and second, right? I'm not saying dapat lahat yan may tick box, but you have to qualify your leads. If you don't, you will be chasing your clients na hindi siya masyadong productive, right? And again, in the productions that you are in this episode, one of my mentor named Tom Hopkins, the author of The Master of Art of Selling. Ang sabi niya, if you are in sales, you are in the word business. Tama? I would agree na ang mga sales professionals, karamihan sa atin, ang puhunan is the way we connect with our clients. Sabi nga nila sa Tagalog, laway lang ang puhunan. Tubong lugaw yan. Yung mga yan. So, hindi. So, what I'm saying is, it really matters a lot, the words that we use. Number 1, kadalasan, ang feedback na nakukuha ko sa mga celebrities ko, when I say celebrities, which means part siya ng training program natin, ang mga feedback is when somebody says, uy, send me a proposal, ito yung common reply. Bro, Chong, hindi mo rin naman maiintindihan. That's already offensive. You won't understand. You're telling me I can't read the numbers, I can't read everything dyan sa proposal na yan. Why are you judging me, di ba? So, again, your intention is really clear. So, ang usually sinasabi, baka malito ka, kaya better na explain ko sa'yo. It can be on Zoom or face-to-face, diba? So, that intention is clear. Meron pa, at kadalasan nababasa ko to sa mga nakikita sa social medias. Sabi, Instagram or Facebook says, huwag ka na kasing mag-yosi. Yan. Kaka-Starbucks mo yan. Kaya hindi ka nakakaipon. 1.5 lang to, bro. You don't wanna get that. So, the intention is good, health-wise, and you're trying to influence that person to save up. But unfortunately, unfortunately, that triggers a lot of people na it can either break, no, it will break the momentum definitely. Kaya naman, I'd like to show you a word that triggers a defense from our clients. Tumataas yung wall of resistance nila. The word proposal. You might disagree or agree with me, but this word, according to Tom Hopkins, has been used many times at pag naririnig ng mga tao, benta yan. Sinasabi ko sa'yo, mag-ingat ka, ha? And when we did a survey, for majority of the people na nakausap ko, proposal is a binding contract. Ibig sabihin, kung anong nakalagay dyan, yun na yun. You don't have any means to change whatever is inside the proposal. Kasi nga, it's made by your party, us, sales professional. Kaya naman, there's a lot of words that we can use to change this word, but it will have the same meaning. At ako, ang gamit ko is agreement. Agreement is a less invasive word na your client would think, okay, agreement, that means I have to agree with that before it can happen. Right? So that's just me. Marami pa yan. May iba gumagamit ng draft, may iba gumagamit ng sample plans, diba? But for me, there's a strong affinity in the word agreement. Kasi nga, again, it takes two to tango. It takes two for you, the both of you, to agree to sign off that agreement. So now, let's go back. How do we handle, what do you need to do in this scenario? In the scenario that says, can you just send me a proposal? Number one, just don't say the proposal. This is how I handled it. I have two ways to handle this scenario. Number one is that offer the pricing. When the client says, can you send me the proposal? You have to know first, teka lang, mayroon na ba siyang nakausap in the same industry? Meron na ba siyang background dun sa binibenta kong products, beauty products or service? If meron na, then it's okay for you to share the price. But there's an element that we have to follow. Let me ask you a question. Anong type ng consumer kayo? Let's just all picture out your favorite shop, no? Bilihan ng damit. Either kung anong brand man yan. Let's just not drop the brand. Pero kung may mababanggit ako, baka naman. Sabi nga ni Ninong Rai, no? But anyway, baka pwede i-sponsor, no? But what I'm saying is, when you go to that store, ano pang type ng consumer? Say, there's a shirt, there's a dress for women, or maybe bag, na you fell in love with. What do? Do you check the price before you make a decision to buy it? Or do you actually want to feel it, like sukatin ko muna kung bagay sa akin bago ko bilhin? Just one or two. Sa akin, I always check if it's comfortable muna. I don't even check the price. Susukatin ko muna yung shoes, like the Jordans, right? Diba? Sukatin ko muna and whatnot. Kasi yun na lang, alaala na lang. Hanggang doon na lang talaga ako sa hanggang tingin, hanggang haplos, hanggang sukat na lang. Kasi syempre I have other priorities and that's my child, diba? But kidding aside, I think majority of you would says I'll check the price first. The same way that we have to do when the client asks for it. Offer the price. Now, offer the price means you would agree and send that agreement. Pero ako, ibang touch, no? Direct G na touch. Yun. Pwede bang pausuin natin yun? Touch ni Direct G. Parang malaswa pala. No? Wag na lang. No? This is how I will say it. Offer the price. When somebody says, can you send me the proposal? I'll say, I'll be happy to design an agreement. Or, I think it's best if we can talk about your price range right now. 90%, I'm telling you, will say, yeah, let's talk about the price. But dito, ang tinitingnan natin is not the price, but the range of price ni client. Anong min and max mo? Monthly or it can be daily. Right? And if that's the case, if they agree, sige, let's talk about pricing. Definitely, I would immediately say, rather, they have 15 minutes, let's talk about it. If and when they said, okay, I have 15, you stick to the 15 minutes rule. Don't pitch the sale, don't pitch anything. That 15 minutes, spend that time to understand who's your client, right? And how can your service or product can help them out. Kapag lumagpas ka na ng 15 minutes, then you tell the customer or client, that's 15 minutes. I'd love to talk to you more about it, but that's the time that you've given me. Would you be okay to continue on? If the client says yes, then that's a buying signal. The client says, okay, just call me back tomorrow. That's still a win for you kasi the client is the one who set that appointment para sa inyo. Right? So that's it. Offer the pricing. And once done, whatever agreement you've agreed upon on, send a summary. And ito, an example for financial advisors like you. If you're watching and you're a financial advisor, bagay sa inyo to. Number one, this is what I send. I don't send proposal. I send this one. Like a question. Like the inspired by Cornetto, no? Pwede dalhin ng 20 pesos mo. Dito naman, 50 pesos. Depende nga doon sa agreement na napag-usapan natin. Para sa'yo at kay Chloe, ibig sabihin, the parent and the child. Para sa'yo and the child. Hindi bagay ito para sa asawa mo and your child. Only for you and the child. That's the message that you want to send out kay client. That's a strong impact. Mentally, I can compute 50. Where do I throw away 50 pesos on a daily basis? Kapalit niyan, these things. 700 life insurance, so let's just not talk about it. Plus, hindi lang yan. Kasama dyan, etong living benefit. See how I change the educational plan to graduation plan? Big sabihin ito, graduation gift for a job well done ni Chloe. Pwede mo siyang bigyan ng 220,000 and say, anak, ito ang pera, maghanap ka ng trabahong gusto mo. Di ba? Sana all. Di ba? Sabi nga nila, sana all. So, basically, that's it. That's offer the pricing, agreed upon it, plus send a summary. That's it. It works for anyone. Na magagamit ito. So just comment sa section natin if you want to have a template of this. I can send it to you. It's a Canva link. It's simple lang naman yan. And if you need help, if you have a product, like beauty products ba yan or whatnot, to how to create a summary, comment there and then that we can talk about it via Zoom. Let's have a quick call. Right? Pero, yun pa lang yung unang way to handle it. Again, kagana lang yan if may idea na sila sa products mo. But for me, I always level on the emotions of the client. Kaya nga, di ba, strategic partner nyo ako. If you want to strategically connect with your clients, cold man yan, warm market man yan. And it is inspired by JB. Right? Kilala niyo ba si JB? Not Justin Bieber, but Jordan Belfort, the Wolf of Wall Street, di ba? Sabi niya, selling is not about thinking. It's about feelings. And I think that's true. You might disagree with me. No, I use logic when I buy things. That's correct. But it's actually your emotion first. Your feelings first before the logic. We only use logic kung ang presyo niyan mahal. Right? But when you picture out, bagay to sa anak ko, bagay sa akin to, no? It's that emotion. And that's why the second framework is GI, or we call it guilt insertion. Right? Guilt insertion. Ano nga ba ang GI? Ito, I'll make an example. When the client says, can you send me the proposal? I'll tell them this. I'll be happy to send you one. Let me just highlight a couple of things. Every agreement we send out typically takes about an hour or two. This is the first guilt that you insert. Subtly, what you're trying to tell them is this. I am willing to invest my time. So don't waste it without you telling them. Sila na makaka-realize niyan. Now, if this is just a smokescreen for them, they'll say, ande, wag mo muna i-send bro, hindi pala ako masyado pang interested. No. Well, don't get too offended by it. It means, pasalamatan nyo pa. Kasi, you're not gonna waste your time. No, ipapost nyo lang, ipapark nyo lang muna yung prospect na yun. But this is how I do it. Next. Now, to make sure that I share the right details, may I get a confirmation that you are interested to work with me on this. Dito pa lang, you're getting the commitment of the client. The agreement cannot be done without your help. That's really strong. That's a strong approach. And your client who's not ready to buy might be intimidated, but that's fine. At least they'll be honest with you. Hindi tayo yung habol ng habol na parang wala nang nangyayari, no? Call up ka ng follow-up, 3 weeks na, wala pa rin. Diba? But anyway, to follow it up, sabihan ko pa ng, and if you're interested but not sure, I'll be happy to, and go ahead, no? Put that agreement together and address your questions on Thursday, 5 p.m. or Friday the same time. Which do you prefer? So ito, siniset mo na agad yung appointment. Right? So dun pa lang sa GI approach na yun, it's given you a lot of things. Credibility, reputation. Bakit iba siya? No? The client would say, bakit iba ang sagot niya? Usually, pag sinabi ko yan, isisend lang nila yung proposal, hinihingi lang your name and your age, non-smoker, smoker, yun lang, no? Pero ito, parang bakit kailangan na? Bakit maraming detalye? Parang cheche boreche, no? But, there are questions, no, na niraise sa akin. Direct, what if, sa mga celebrities ko to, sabi nila, what if ang rebuttal nila sa amin is ganito? Bakit si ganito na send naman sa akin in 2 minutes? Now, I answered them back na, it can be done in 2 minutes. Because some, they do have templates. I don't. Because I want to understand what will work for you. Kaya nga, kailangan ko ng tulong mo. I can't do it just by myself. Right? That's, wow. Diba? What, that's just an impact. No, siguro, in love lang ako sa sarili ko, no, pagpasensya niyo na. But if you tell that to your client, you say, oh, okay, so you're different. Okay, sige nga, let's hear it. Diba? So, what I'm gonna do, share ko mabilis lang yung mga scripts, no, na ginawa ng mga celebrities ko. And yun din yung gusto kong i-encourage kayong mga nanonood. If you need help to create a GI framework, comment nyo lang dyan sa section natin sa YouTube. Comment whatever you think is gonna work for you. Tapos, bigyan ko kayo ng coaching or feedback. Doon din, re-reply lang ako. Para din maraming makakita. Let's do it publicly. Para din, we help each other out. Kasi, like the next thing. Ito, may matutunan din ako. Like, hi, sure thing, pating. I can send you an agreement, but could you give me details lang para we can make sure na we are on the same page sa goals mo? I need to customize it kasi so it will fit your needs. Customize, that's the word, no? Para sa'yo lang to. Hindi to bagay sa asawa mo, sa kapatid mo, sa nanay mo. It is just meant for you. And so, may I know that you are truly up for this. That means, I want your commitment. I will be investing my time and I need your help. Magtulungan tayo. So it's easier for you to follow up. If the client after a week did not reply, you can just simply say, bro, sis, Mars. You mentioned na you're willing to work with me on this. Can we resume? That's just to follow up, diba? So, yeah, may episodes din tayo how to follow up clients. So, madami-dami pa. Next, ito, sure, I can send you the agreement. However, given the maraming variations, yung proposals ni Sun Life or na-drop na yung company, since it's highly customizable, it will take time for me to build it para mas appropriate for you. You know, para lang sa'yo. No one else. So those are the works of my celebs. Again and again, please comment down below if you need my help. Libre naman yan, so I am willing to extend my services to you. I hope na we get to have to build a community na nagtutulungan tayong lahat to become successful. Pero before that, let's just do a quick recap. Synopsis of the episode, the frameworks, dalawa. Offer the pricing only if the client knows about what you do already. Guilt insertion, my favorite, meaning add some guilt in the statement, pero maximum of 3 guilt insertion per approach. More than that, overselling na yan. And don't forget to set the appointment. So yun. I hope may natutunan kayo. I hope you know what to do when the client says, "Bro, dude chong pare. Bro, shush." Phone you boys, no? Just send me the proposal. I hope you can either use offer pricing, guilt insertion. Now, if hindi pa pala kayo naka-follow sa channel natin or naka-subscribe sa channel natin, I encourage everyone to please look for Direct Glenn, subscribe, and hit the notification bell because that will inspire me to create more videos hoping na makakatulong ako sa inyo. So that is it. Thank you, and I hope to see you sa next video. Cheers!